All right, we're now moving on to a different story altogether. This is a global exclusive. Sources are telling us that the Taliban is possibly considering reversing its college ban on women. Sources close to Afghanistan's ruling dispensation have told CNN News 18 this exclusively. The Taliban supreme leader, Hibatullah Akhundzada, is under severe pressure from powerful figures in the same government to reverse his decision to ban university education for women. I want to bring you more details. It's the Interior Home Minister. It's also the Defense Minister. These are two very senior leaders within his own government who are saying this. Remember, on Tuesday, Afghanistan had outlawed university education for women because, according to the Taliban, women were dressing improperly. This was in the words of the Higher Education Minister. He'd said that women are dressing as if they're going to a wedding instead of college. This, however, could be a huge change. Let's go over to my colleague Anand Narasimhan for more. Anand, over to you.
Well, good morning to our viewers. Now, this is a big fight which is happening between the core Kandahari group and the other factions of the Taliban, and this could have serious ramifications because the three pillars of Akhundzada's regime, Sirajuddin Haqqani, the Interior Minister, the Defense Minister, Mullah Yaqub, and also if you look at Ghani Baradar, Mullah Baradar, all of them have, although in the past they have advocated a ban on education, now they believe that this is not the way forward. And they are, especially Sirajuddin Haqqani and Mullah Yaqub, who's also Mullah Umar's son, they are very clearly against the ban on universities. And in fact, what has happened is that there was a meeting at the Afghanistan palace amidst the core members, and they have all turned around and said that this aspect of outlawing university education for women, because women were dressing improperly. This is the words of the Higher Education Minister, as if they are going for a wedding in college. Now, they have very clearly come out and said that this is not possible because this is going to have serious ramifications internationally. There are also the moderate factions who have been attempting rapprochement with major foreign powers as they are struggling to manage Afghanistan's shattered economy. So all of this derails the entire ability to try and bring certain level of international semblance or international relevance. More importantly, India, which has been exerting a lot of pressure because the Taliban were very keen that India start a full-fledged mission. This is just a temporary mission. They wanted the entire Indian embassy to be opened, but that's not going to happen. Now, Akhundzada, who's based in the southern city of Kandahar, appears to be at odds with the powerful deputies and also Abdul Ghani Baradar. And what had happened is that just recently, Akhundzada has made a few changes which have not gone down well. Interestingly, the Chief Justice and Justice Minister Abdul Hakim Ishaqzai, who was previously an opponent of the girls' education, is now on the side of Haqqani and Yaqub. Now, what had happened is that over the last few months, Akhundzada has been trying and exercise the Kandahari influence or the core Taliban influence in the running of government. He had sacked the Education Minister Nurullah Munir. He had replaced him with a Maulvi Habibullah Agha. And this is this Maulvi Habibullah Agha, who's a loyalist of Akhundzada, who had come out and said that women are going as if they're dressed for a wedding, and then he had banned this whole aspect. Now, in October, Akhundzada had also fired Abdul Baqi Haqqani as a higher education minister and installed another loyalist, Nida Muhammad Nadeem. See, all of this points to fight and tussle between the Haqqani faction, the Yaqub faction, and also the Akhundzada faction within the Taliban. And this could blow up into a major civil war internally. Now, economy is in doldrums. There's no formal relationship with the international community. Moderate group may even consider a push to try and replace Akhundzada. Now, that could trigger, again, tussle internally because Akhundzada is the Amirul Mu'minin, or the highest power or the supreme power. And if that happens, then there could be somebody like Ishaqzai who could come and who could be replaced. Now, all of this means turmoil internally in Afghanistan, and it could push the nation into the throes of yet another civil war, which clearly Afghanistan can ill afford at the moment. So right now, it just looks like, given the international pressure, especially pressure coming in from India, there could be a rollback of this decision just to calm things over and for Akhundzada to continue to retain control.
Okay, Anand.